Hey, check it out, man. Hey, everybody, this is your boy, man. This is your boy, Mr. Wali Kareem, aka Mr. Blessed and Unstoppable, man. Welcome to the Free Will Project, man. This is a project, man, that is, I believe that it will be a humongous blessing, man, to so many people, man. If you just take the time out to follow what is being spoken, the topics, and apply them. I believe, man, that life can be a huge blessing for all of us, man, including myself. The Free Will Project, you guys, it's all about understanding, man, that you have the free will to be where you are. It is about understanding that in most cases, where you are was where you wanted to be. You chose everything that has placed you to be where you are at. Now, in most cases, you guys, I know that this does not, it's not a blanketed approach, that meaning this doesn't cover everybody. Not everybody is going to be able to, say that they're without options. I mean, that they're where they want to be, because some people are not, fortunate to have those options. But I want you to look at what you can change and not so much what you can't change. That's the point of this particular project. Please hear me out when I tell you guys, man, you have the power to bring yourself out of where you are currently at. Will it be easy? No, I'm not saying it's going to be a cakewalk, but I'm telling you guys that there is so much more inside of you. You can change that situation with a lot of effort, a lot of effort. And when you really think about it, man, the effort that we put forth in our lives is amazing. You have become so accustomed to putting forth effort in the wrong area that you don't even realize how hard you're trying in the wrong area. So my whole purpose is to show you guys how to redirect the energy in which you are flowing in and put it to where it's going to help you to grow and not holding your own self back. With that being said, man, I want to talk to you guys today about what you see alongside of me, man. Everything starts with the seed. I was sitting back, and this year has been very pressing to me, because this year is starting off in a way that I've never, ever seen it before. I mean, never, ever seen it before. And what I'm realizing is that this year is really calling for seeds to be sown. We sow seeds every single day without even understanding it, whether you're speaking something into existence, whether you're literally planting something into existence. I'm going to give you something that's minor that you don't even think about, but you're planting a seed. You do it every single day. We do many things every single day, but this right here is one that all of us can relate to. Did you know that you were planting a seed by going to work every day? By going to work every day, you plant a seed. And that happens, you get two seeds that come from that. Many of you guys think it's two seeds, it's really only one. But what it comes down to, you guys, is you're planting the seed of going to work every single day, right? At the end of the week, what happens? You get a paycheck. At the end of 2 weeks, you get a paycheck, depending on how you get paid. It could be weekly, bi-weekly, it could be monthly, you know what I mean? But regardless, you understand the concept, right? You have to do something to get something in return. That is the concept. So with that being said, everything is starting with the seed. Every area of our life, you are sowing the seed, whether you understood that or not. I'm here to bring it home because I want you guys to understand how you can change your life this year. If you just direct your energy, knowingly directing your energy is going to make you such a powerful person. Now, what am I saying at this point? There's another seed that you all know. There's a harvest that many of us expect every single year without fail, especially around that time. So Help me out with that, you guys. I know you know it's tax season, right? In most cases, we get extremely excited about tax season because many of us overpaid our taxes and we receive a tax return. So it's really not an extra, it's not extra, you guys, but that's another topic. Anyway, we really do get a seed, we reap a harvest from our efforts that we placed in the previous year. How do you get that? By going to work, right? Well, by going to work, that's considered a seed. That's something you work for, something you worked hard for that actually bless you. And it blesses you weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, and then you get the what we consider like a bonus, with the income tax return check, right? Now, imagine if you were more conscious of this opportunity. Imagine this. Imagine you being more conscious to understand that, man, if I get this concept on this job, what if I put this inside of my marriage? What if I put this inside of my business? What if I put this inside of just starting my year off, that I want to give a seed to bless my future? Because understand something. If you give now, you have to expect something at a later time. Plant a seed. And when you plant this seed, you name that seed. You name that seed. You name your future. You name your future you. So in 2018, if you don't like the way 2017 went, then plant you a seed. And name that seed of expectation, or seed of abundance, or seed of promise, seed of removal. Take some things out of your life, rebuke some things. Make a seed of promise in your life. Promise yourself that you're going to date better, that you want to get married. And there are so many ways. I promise you I'm going to cover so many topics, you guys. My life is according to the Free Will Project. I realized that I was in more control over my life than anybody could ever tell me. And I began to apply all that I learned. And I'm telling you guys, at this particular time, right here, right now, sowing that seed will change your life for 2018 and beyond. As long as you are doing it every single year, it will have a harvest. There will be a harvest. And the powerful thing about it is, when you sow that seed, you have the power to name that seed. This is not you having a bunch of seeds in your hand. Let's say you could have like apple, turnip, avocado, orange seeds, cucumber seeds. You just got all of these different seeds, and you throw them on the ground, and you don't know what's going to, which ones are going to sprout up. This seed right here is powerful because you are the creator of this seed. So you speak life over the seed that you are sowing. Now, am I saying that all seeds are monetary? Of course not. Of course not. I am encouraging you guys to speak right now over your life. By speaking right now over your life, guess what that is doing? That is bringing yet again another harvest. If I continue to tell myself, that I am great, that I am powerful, that I will succeed, I will own a home, I will own a car, I will be married, I will have wonderful children, that I am a great husband, I am a great wife, I am a great father. When you speak these things are going to come to life. And you have to continue to say them, whether it is or whether it isn't. What I mean by that is, if you're not in that situation, continue to speak it, and you will begin to change just off of the power of your words. Say it, and say it like you mean it, and have intentions to change. Don't just sit there and talk about the action of it without putting the action behind it. A seed that is sown is a seed of promise, a seed of faith, a seed of hope. So with that being said, man, I am challenging you guys right now to start. If you have not already done so, sow a seed. Sow a seed of your life, sow a seed of your children's life, sow a seed into this year, 2018. Sow a seed of greatness. Speak over your life. I'm telling you right now that I believe that there is a calling on us to sow into our own lives like never before. This year right here is a year of like replanting. Like if you are already a seed sower, then I think that you're gonna have to sow a little bit more, a little bit harder. If you've never really sown a seed, like consciously sowed a seed, I believe that it's time for you to start right now. And that you can ask for an abundance of peace, an abundance of love, an abundance of money, an abundance of wealth, health, an abundance of wisdom. I believe that you can do that, but you got to understand that everything takes a seed to be sown. In order for you to become smart, right? What do you have to do in order to become smarter? You got to read. The reading is the sacrifice that it takes to become smart, right? If you want to become a better basketball player, you got to practice more. So a seed is a sacrifice because you're giving up something that maybe you feel you don't have. Give yourself some time. Spend a little bit of time with yourself. Get in the mindset that you are very important, that you need you. You can't help nobody else if you have not helped yourself. That is like, I was sitting back, I was thinking about being on a plane, and the one thing that they say is, in the event that an emergency occurs, our air mask come down, our oxygen mask, and they tell you the honest to goodness truth is, you got to put the mask on yourself first. You can't help anybody else until you're able to help yourself. Once you are secure, then you go forward and you help others. Now, the funny part about that is, I learned that as a young man because I've always tried to help everybody, always. But I was trying to help people even when I wasn't in a position to really help myself. You know what I mean? So what happened was I was giving more than I could give. I was extending myself ridiculously. And I realized that I had got to the point to where I had nothing else to give. And I realized at that point that had I had better secured myself, then I would not have run out so quickly. So I began to, it felt selfish. It felt selfish. But I began to have to build myself up so that my endurance would be better, so that my patience would last longer, and that I could do more for a longer period of time. And I did that. And it's all about, you guys, adjusting yourself. You have to learn who you are. If you don't like where you're at right now, if you don't like where you live, if you don't like the job you go to, if you don't like your mate, I'm not condoning the mate part, because God willing, there are no children involved. But if you don't like your mate, I'm telling you guys right now, please do yourself a favor. Speak greatness over your life. Be great. Think great. Act great. The same way you're going to be planting this seed of greatness, you also have to expect greatness. You can't sit over here and put out seeds of greatness, but you're still looking for the same old same. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. It's not worth it. Take care of you in a way that you deserve to be taken care of. And also expect those that you are seeking, that situation, that job, that home, that individual, your relationship with your children. You have to have a stronger expectation of what it is that you are meditating on, that you are sowing this seed on. Expect things to change. Expect them to change. Don't sow a seed expecting it not to grow. Don't sow a seed expecting it not to grow. That's crazy. What's the point of sowing a seed? And also, you have to give the seed time to grow. So don't sit here and sow a seed and think that next week there will be this massive change in your life. If you got to understand that everything didn't happen in a day or two, right? If it didn't happen in a day or two, it probably won't manifest itself in a day or two. Meaning, let's say, like myself, I'm in the process of losing weight. Let's say that, I wanted to lose 50 pounds. Well, it didn't take me a week to put 50 pounds on. So it's not going to take a week to get 50 pounds off. You know what I mean? So have patience in your expectations over your situation. Because I'm telling you that seed will become a harvest. It will become a harvest. That's why you plant them. We've planted seeds over and over and over in our lives. Sometimes it's seeds of greatness. Sometimes it's seeds of destruction. You can't say I'm sick and tired. You can't say I'm tired of this. You can't say I'm broke. You can't say I'm poor. You have to truly challenge yourself on what comes out of your mouth. You have to say, man, I'm looking for ways to better myself. I am so glad that I have money coming in the future because at this time I am being challenged. You have to become creative with everything that's taking place in your life. If you want a spouse, I thank the Most High. I thank God that you are sending me the perfect person for me. You have to speak it into existence. Now, I know you like, man, who is this dude, man? Who do he think he is? Man, look, dude, I am in dudettes. I am a man I've lived by this promise. I've lived by this promise, man, all of my life, man. And I'm telling you guys, I am 13 years in a marriage, man, when I wasn't even dating anybody, man. This is just an example to give to you guys on sowing seeds of expectancy. I wasn't dating anybody, you guys, okay? I wasn't even seeking to date anybody. The crazy part is I was constantly sowing seeds of marriage in my life, constantly sowing seeds of marriage. And how was I doing that? I was doing that by when I would pray. When I would pray, I would tell the Most High what I wanted, what I desired. I would tell him the description of the woman based on qualities and morals, not on a physical feature. It didn't matter how she looked to me, because I understand, and some of you guys need to understand this too. Number one, if you have a relationship with the Most High, which most of us do, whether you know it or not. It's you that's not there with him. So all you got to do is come back. At the end of the day, you guys, check it out. If you tell God everything that you want, right? Everything that you want in a woman, meaning I want her to be a good mother. I want her to be a supportive woman. I want her to love me no matter what. I want her to be a great wife. I want her to be disciplined. I want her to be God-fearing. I want her to be respectful. I want her to be a great friend, a best friend. You know, put those descriptions out. Don't talk about how long you want her hair, what color eyes you want her to have, how her dimensions are. Don't get into all of that. Because what's going to happen is you don't do this like once a year if you're not married, man. You do this as if you want it. If you are going for a job and you want that job, what are you going to do? You're going to think about that job day and night. Every chance you get, you'll be calling that job up like, man, did y'all review my application? You know what I'm saying? Check it out. I'm telling you all right now, that's what I did to give my wife, man. And it didn't take a year. It didn't take a few months. It took 2 years. It took 2 years. But you know what? I understood that good things take time to get. You know what I'm saying? So during that 2-year period, man, I just got to be honest with you guys, man. I was being, hold on 1 second, please. Yo, forgive me, man. But okay, so what I was trying to say was it took 2 years, man, right? And with that 2 years, I was fasting. I was praying. I was doing exactly what I just told you guys. I was asking for this woman. I couldn't tell you what she looked like because I didn't care what she looked like. You know what I cared about? I cared about if she could be everything that I prayed about, then she would be everything I needed her to be, and I would love her. I knew I would love her because of that. Because I'm praying a specific prayer. That's what I'm trying to explain to you all. If all you have, and I hear so many men do this, and women, so many of you guys just talk about the physical. You know, you talk about the dimensions of the individual. You don't care whether or not this person even want to be a father. If you're gonna pray for a good father to your children, a great father to your children, a person who's going to take care of your home, assistant taking care of your home. You have to pray what matters over your life. Don't worry about none of the physical. The physical does not matter. It doesn't matter. And I'm telling you this, at least from my experience, and I believe that this will fall into so many other people's hands as well. When you receive that individual that you've been praying about, that person will be everything you ever wanted, even to the physical eye. Even to the physical eye, that person is going to be everything you wanted because you are falling in love with the character of that individual. So it's nothing for you to be in love with that person forever because you already understood the beauty of the person from the inside first and not from the outside. The outside will be just a bonus. It will be the icing on the cake. But you're loving that individual because you prayed over this. You prayed for this person. You desired this person in a spiritual form. You understand what I'm saying? So please, you guys, we have to have a mindset. Going back to the free will project, that's free will right there. You have the free will to ask for the man or the woman of your dreams according to their physical, or you have the free will to ask that this person be everything that you need them to be based on the physical. I mean, based on the emotional, the spiritual side of it. And I'll share this with you guys. I took into account that prior to me getting married, that I lived a particular lifestyle, and some of you guys may fall into this lifestyle as well. You know, I was promiscuous. You know what I mean? So I was out there, and part of my 2-year stint of being able to rebuild myself was to begin to abstain from sex. So I started abstaining from sex, and I'm gonna tell you guys why. Not that it was easy, because by no means was it easy. And I will share with you this. That was a part of my fasting. My abstaining came from my fasting, so I would easily put a fast on just to gain strength from that. But I did that because I understood that marriage is not easy, and that sometimes some of us are blessed to have a woman who is just boom, just everything you need. And then sometimes, you got to understand in marriage, man, it's just you and her. You know what I mean? So that means that sometimes, that things might not go your way, and what do you do then? I know a lot of people, I know exactly what they'll do, but my marriage is sacred to me. And a sacred marriage to me means I'm not going to do anything to disrupt the union in which the Most High has blessed me with. And I'm going to tell you why, because me and my wife are soulmates. We are soulmates. And there is children involved. So it's not just about us. It's about the children. It's about the power of when the Most High, when God brings you together with somebody, oh my goodness, there's just this ridiculous power that comes with it. You don't break that, man, for anything on this earth, for this world, because it's not worth it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not worth it. But I digress. I do apologize. At the end of the day, you guys, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to bring to you all the understanding of the free will. Everything is free will. This is my second marriage. Let me say this. This is my second marriage, okay? My first marriage was truly all about the physical. Like there was some definite other situations involved, but once it's crazy. That's a long story. But it's mainly physical, and I'm just saying mainly physical because I actually met my wife over the phone, my first wife over the phone. Never saw her and talked to her for a while. My second wife, who I've been married to for 13 years, my second wife, we did not even know each other. We knew of each other, but we never knew each other as far as like talking or anything, man. And I'm talking about that 2 year going into my harvest. I sown my seed for 2 years, right? Next thing you know, I met my wife on Mother's Day. 6 months later, we were married. 6 months later, we were married. 13 years later, with 3 children, 6 total. I've never been more blessed. Never been more blessed. Never been more happier ever. And I truly know and understand that it was me truly understanding how to tend to the seed that I was blessed with to give. And it was some monetary sowing of seeds as well. But man, I mean, I really went in on the fasting. I really went in on the praying. I mean, like, when you want something, man, when you desire it, you're not going to play with it. You are not going to play with it. You are going to go bananas for what you want, especially when you know you can have it. So keep that in mind, you guys. What do I need you all to do, man? What do you want to do for yourself? What do you see yourself in 2018? I'm gonna tell you right now, you can be 100 times better than what you was last year. I don't care if you was a millionaire. I don't care what it is. I don't care what your lifestyle is, man. If you are married, you can be a better husband or a better wife. If you are a student, you can be a better student. If you're a business owner, you can be a better business owner. Just understand that you gotta sow a seed, name that seed, sow the seed, name the seed, and expect a greater harvest than the seed that you sown. That's like planting a seed and 4 months later being surprised that you have the harvest. You're not going to have to dig into the ground to find the seed again. That time comes 2-3 months later, you're going to see the harvest. And if you planted an apple seed, you're not going to be surprised if, if apple seed comes up. Why? Because you understood what you planted. So if you're planting a seed of prosperity, if you're planting a seed of marriage, then I'm telling you guys right now that it is very important that you name that seed and expect greatness from that seed, you guys. There's so much I can't wait to talk to you guys about, man. A lot of what's going to come from it, man, is real life experience for me. So I'm telling you all how to change, because I grew up in the same mindset, the same environment as many of you all, thinking that I couldn't get out of my situation, that all I could do was work this particular job or that particular job. Man, you guys, look, you can be anything. You can do anything. You can inspire. You can motivate yourself to be greater than who you are today. There are tons of videos out here, including mine, that you all can find to inspire yourself. Do not remain in your situation if you do not like it. If you do like it, then just try to be greater with it, you guys. Try to be greater with it. This is your world. You're only going to live here once. They didn't make a mansion for nothing. They did not make a BMW or a Mercedes-Benz or a Ferrari for nothing. They made them for people to use them. Everybody is not marriage material only because some people just don't want to be married. Other people fear it. If you want it, go get it. It's just that easy. Go get it. Expect it. Expect it. You know what I'm saying? And how do you expect it? By sacrificing something for it. Sacrifice something for it. Nothing worth having is going to come easy. So make sure that you put a sacrifice behind it. A seed of some sort. Bless yourself. Bless your future. Peace out, you guys.